figure with the Renaissance, focusing on the classical human figure. Okay, want to keep with the theme this time of naturalism and beauty and the Renaissance classical human figure. When you look at the works of art, try to focus on, just to keep it simple, the body, naturalism, beauty, like this one here, and the space. Is it realistic? Is it linear perspective? We did stylized yesterday. Let's go with the classical human figure. Okay, Proto-Renaissance, 1300s, these Giotto. And the key to Giotto is he's going to make a new kind of art with some depth and some emotion. All right, so here's the chapel, Arena Chapel, and it's the Lamentation by Giotto of 1305. On the right, you can see depth. You can see real emotion. Late Gothic, Gothic on the left is flat and phony. The right is Giotto with real emotion. That's the chapel. Naturalism, some weight, some depth. It looks like a stage. It has actual depth and actual feeling. Modeling is where you change the color and it looks like it has depth. Chiaroscuro is dark white. Dark in the background, white, it makes it pop forward. All right, Gothic, Proto-Renaissance. All right, now the Northern Renaissance we did yesterday because it's more Gothic and stylized. Let's go to the Italian Renaissance. Key for the Italian Renaissance, rebirth of the classical. That means, just like the Greeks, naturalism, ideal, and a new thing called linear perspective. All right, so it's there is Florence where it all starts in the 1400s. And you're going to have a rebirth of learning and books and classical. Humanism, going back to the Greeks, people make things happen. So the Greeks focus on the human potential, and so does the Renaissance here. You can see with these two works. So the body's going to be beautiful in the Renaissance. Madonna, Child, Two Angels, Renaissance painting, there we go. And there she has naturalism, beauty, linear perspective. We don't need the halo anymore. We don't need symbols. Her natural beauty tells us that it's Jesus' mom. Painting, that's two-dimensional. And the Romans had frescoes that were three-dimensional, but this is a whole new level called linear perspective of the Italian Renaissance on the left. Byzantine is flat. Now we have Italian Renaissance with depth. And then Giotto begins the depth, then it goes 100% with linear perspective of the Renaissance. And all linear perspective is a system of creating depth. You use a vanishing point, orthogonals, and voila, you have a realistic image. Not the flat Byzantine on the left, but Italian Renaissance on the right. Birth of Venus is more about beauty. She's a little off balance, but the rebirth is she's a Greek goddess brought to the Renaissance. It's a wedding gift, and it's about love and about beauty of the Italian Renaissance, birth of Venus. Going back to the Venus there. They like Neo-Plato. They loved Plato and also the Bible, and that's Neo-Plato was what they believed. High Renaissance is the three kings, Michelangelo, Leonardo, Raphael. You can't get any better than these guys. Leonardo does the Last Supper. He uses all those techniques, but does it perfectly. He also does sfumato, which is like smoky brush. He does modeling to show depth, but he does it beautifully. Paint the attention of the soul means you get the personality, the heart, the soul, the vibe, not just an object. He also likes science and learning, as did the people of the Renaissance. There you go, linear perspective, geometry, Christ in the middle, stable like a triangle, Last Supper, the moment when Jesus would be betrayed. Here's where they painted it. It was where the nuns ate lunch. They would eat and look at the Last Supper. Just be aware, he used oil paint on the fresco. It was a bad idea. It didn't work. So when you see it, you'll see people trying to restore it. He just is amazing. Vanishing point is the window. Jesus is like a triangle of stability. And it's an amazing, amazing example of linear perspective. Okay, Michelangelo is a sculptor, but they put him on the Sistine Chapel. And Sistine Chapel has the whole chapel. Then you have the Delphic Sibyl, and you have the flood. Three images. Key thing is the human figure of Michelangelo here at the Vatican. Sistine Chapel is where they're picking the Pope right now, and across the ceiling, he painted it. He's this incredible sculptor, amazing, and he saw this work was inspired by the Hellenistic work, and you'll see it in his work. There's his David, and now there's Moses. Now we'll get to, he's going to use, this is Michelangelo, classical Greek form in Bible here like this. God looks like Zeus. All right, Sistine Chapel is there, goes all across the top, and it's a Jewish story from the Old Testament all the way across the top, the whole story there of the Sistine Chapel. Then you can see the whole Bible. He makes the planets. He tells the whole story here. He makes Adam the first person, and there his God looks like a Greek god. And again, it's about the beauty of the body of Michelangelo. Then for the flood, again, the body, Hellenistic, and the biblical story. The Sibyls also, look at the arm there, she's based on a strong man, and again, it's the beauty of the classical body in the Renaissance. And the last one is Raphael's School of Athens. This is about learning. It's every intellectual in the history. It's at the Pope's library where he would sign papers, and it's about learning. And there's Plato and Aristotle. And on the left, you have all the philosophers and the people on the more literary side, the artsy side with Michelangelo. And on the right, you have the scientists. It's all learning. You can see the excitement. You can feel the learning. They're talking the learning. And it's perfect for the Renaissance because the Renaissance is the rebirth of the classical. All right, let's pause it there and pick up on part 2 in a second.